Welcome to Elder Zen. Hit subscribe for simple health tips made just for seniors. Stay tuned. Your next great day starts here. Have you ever noticed how the first few moments of your morning can set the tone for the entire day? Maybe you wake up feeling a bit stiff. Maybe your body feels a little slower to respond than it did years ago. Or perhaps there's a moment when you pause before getting out of bed, gathering the energy to face what's ahead. For so many of us, especially as we move through the golden years, these early minutes can feel heavier, yet they hold incredible power. Now, let me ask, have you ever wondered if something as simple as your morning routine could make a real, measurable difference in your long-term health, especially when it comes to protecting yourself from some of the most silent and dangerous threats out there? Like pulmonary embolism. This isn't just a medical phrase you hear tossed around. Pulmonary embolism is a serious condition that affects thousands of older adults each year, often without warning. And while it sounds complicated, the truth is, there are surprisingly easy, everyday things you can do right from the moment you open your eyes to help guard against it. Let's paint the picture. Pulmonary embolism, at its core, is a blockage in the arteries of the lungs that can interfere with the flow of oxygen and put your entire body at risk. It's sneaky, it's serious, and it doesn't always announce itself until it becomes a real emergency. That's why prevention matters so much. But what if prevention could actually be simple, gentle, and woven seamlessly into your daily life? It all starts with the morning. You see, your body has spent hours resting, hardly moving at all. And when you first wake up, your circulation is just beginning to ramp up again. This is the ideal moment to focus on gentle movement, deep breathing, and intentional self-care. Not only to boost your energy, but also to encourage healthy circulation and keep your lungs, heart, and muscles ready for the day. With just a handful of easy habits, you can start every day on the right foot, feeling stronger, safer, and more confident about your health. Imagine this. Before you even get out of bed, take a few deep breaths, slow, intentional inhales and exhales. As you fill your lungs, picture your body waking up, oxygen moving through your system, cells coming alive. Next, stretch your arms overhead, roll your ankles and wrists, wiggle your toes. Each little motion is like a gentle reminder to your body that it's time to get moving. These simple acts, though they seem minor, help kickstart your blood flow and prepare your lungs for the day ahead as you ease into your morning. Consider a warm glass of water or herbal tea before your first cup of coffee. Hydration is essential. It thins your blood, supports your organs, and primes your body for movement. Perhaps take a few steps around your bedroom, march in place for a minute, or do a few gentle shoulder rolls by the window while you enjoy the sunrise. Not only do these small actions improve your mood, but they also encourage healthy movement of fluids throughout your body, helping to reduce the risks associated with pulmonary embolism. Of course, mornings are also a time to set intentions. Whether you're saying a prayer, jotting down 3 things you're grateful for, or simply taking a moment to reflect on the day ahead, a mindful morning ritual helps reduce stress and sharpens your focus. And less stress means a healthier body, one that's less likely to encounter the problems that lead to serious conditions later on. Throughout this video, we'll dive into practical, accessible morning rituals you can start using today, no matter your age or mobility level. We'll share inspiring stories from real people, expert advice on making the most of your morning minutes, and simple techniques you can practice to feel more awake, more balanced, and more protected from health threats like pulmonary embolism. So, if you've ever wanted to take charge of your health in a gentle, sustainable way, or you just want to start your day feeling a bit brighter and more energized, stick with me. These next few moments could be the beginning of a new chapter. One where your mornings aren't just a routine, but a powerful daily defense for your body and your well-being. Are you ready to discover the morning rituals that can help protect your lungs, support your heart, and set you up for the healthiest, happiest years ahead? Let's begin. one mindful morning at a time. Now that we've set the stage with the importance of mornings, let's walk together through a series of gentle, science-backed rituals you can practice every day to help shield yourself from pulmonary embolism. These aren't strict routines reserved for athletes or health enthusiasts. These are realistic, soothing habits that can fit into anyone's lifestyle, regardless of your age or mobility. Let's begin with the power of mindful movement. After hours of sleep, your body needs a little encouragement to get the blood flowing again. Even before you rise from bed, try starting with a gentle ankle pump. Just flex your feet up and down, circling your ankles in slow, deliberate motions. This simple act stirs your circulation, helping wake up your legs and feet, and sending a subtle but important signal throughout your body that it's time to move. For those who might have limited mobility, even a few toe wiggles or knee bends can be incredibly beneficial. Once you're on your feet, consider taking a minute or two to stretch gently. Reach both arms up overhead, feeling your chest expand and your ribs stretch wide. This not only opens your lungs, but also invites more oxygen into your system, energizing you from the inside out. And don't underestimate the power of a gentle side bend or a slow-seated twist. These motions help mobilize your core and spine, encouraging deeper breathing and loosening up any stiffness that built up overnight. Next, let's talk about hydration. It might sound simple, but reaching for a glass of water as one of your first acts of the day does wonders for your overall well-being. Water not only wakes up your organs, but also helps maintain healthy blood consistency, which is crucial for reducing the risk of blockages that can lead to pulmonary embolism. You might want to infuse your water with a squeeze of lemon or a few fresh mint leaves for a refreshing start as you move through your morning. Take a few moments to consciously practice deep breathing. Stand or sit by an open window. Breathe in slowly through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a moment, and then exhale gently through your mouth. This kind of intentional breathing helps your lungs expand fully, encourages healthy oxygen exchange, and signals your body to relax, reducing stress, which, over time, has been shown to support heart and lung health. Another small but impactful ritual is to add a bit of light movement, even if it's just walking from room to room or stepping outside for a breath of fresh air. Regular movement, no matter how modest, is one of the strongest defenses against pulmonary embolism. If walking outside isn't possible, simple marching in place, gentle leg lifts while holding onto a chair, or arm swings in the kitchen can get your circulation going and help keep your body in motion. Of course, your morning rituals can go beyond the physical. Consider taking a minute or two for gratitude or mindfulness. Pause, look out the window, and notice something beautiful. A flower, the sky, the gentle morning light. This practice reduces stress, which, as we know, is connected to overall heart and lung health. Even jotting down one thing you're grateful for or repeating a calming affirmation can create a ripple effect, easing tension and brightening your outlook for the day ahead. And as you move into breakfast, choose nourishing foods that support circulation, such as a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries, a slice of whole grain toast, or a handful of walnuts. These choices not only fuel your body, but also provide nutrients that protect your arteries and keep your body strong. Let's remember, small steps lead to big changes over time. Whether you adopt 1, 2, or all of these rituals, the key is consistency, making these gentle habits a regular part of your morning so that they become second nature. The power to protect your lungs, improve your circulation, and enhance your vitality is truly in your hands, starting with the first moments of every day. In our next segment, we'll explore some real-life stories of seniors who've transformed their mornings and, as a result, discovered newfound energy and resilience. But before we move on, take a moment to reflect on which of these rituals you'd like to try tomorrow morning. Your health journey begins with just one step, or perhaps one gentle breath. Now that we've explored simple morning rituals that support your lungs and boost your circulation, you might be wondering, do these gentle habits really make a difference in everyday life? Let's take a moment to look beyond theory and meet a few remarkable individuals who prove that small changes can lead to powerful transformations. First, let's meet Mr. William, a retired teacher from Ohio. For years, Mr. William believed his morning aches, breathlessness, and occasional dizzy spells were simply the price of getting older. He'd start his days slowly, sometimes sitting for hours before truly moving. But after learning about the risks of pulmonary embolism, he decided to try something new. He committed to just 5 minutes of ankle pumps and gentle stretches in bed every morning. Within weeks, William began noticing subtle shifts. The heaviness in his legs lessened, and he no longer dreaded those first steps out of bed. He added a glass of water and some deep breathing by his bedroom window, enjoying the sunrise with a sense of calm and gratitude. Over time, his morning sluggishness faded, replaced by a quiet confidence that grew with each passing day. And William isn't alone. Across the country, thousands of seniors are discovering that consistent, simple morning routines can bring back a sense of control and hope, regardless of age, mobility, or prior health challenges. Take, for example, Ms. Ruby, age 73, who lives with her daughter and 2 lively grandchildren. For years, Ruby struggled with swelling in her ankles and mild shortness of breath, especially after long nights or quiet weekends. At first, she worried that it was just her heart or lungs getting old. But with encouragement, Ruby began each morning with a 5-minute walk around her garden, gently swinging her arms and taking in the fresh air. She paired this with a cup of warm water with lemon and a quiet moment of reflection, naming 3 things she looked forward to each day. Ruby soon realized that her swelling lessened and her energy returned more quickly. She felt more optimistic and began enjoying her mornings again, often joining her grandchildren for a quick stroll to the mailbox or a game in the yard. Her story reminds us all that simple, loving routines like movement, hydration, and gratitude have ripple effects far beyond the physical. But maybe you're thinking, what if my mornings don't look like that? What if I can't walk far? Or if I'm living alone? That's where the beauty of these habits shines. You don't have to be an athlete, and you certainly don't need fancy equipment or a large home. Even in a small apartment, a few steps, some stretches by the window, or seated movements in a sturdy chair can kickstart your circulation and ease your lungs into the day. And let's not forget the importance of listening to your body. Some mornings may feel easier than others, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress, no matter how small. If you wake up feeling stiff, just begin with gentle ankle pumps or slow breathing. If you're more energetic, add a few extra steps or try a gentle side stretch. Over time, your body will thank you, rewarding your effort with greater ease, steadier breath, and renewed independence. Beyond the physical, these rituals foster a sense of purpose and self-care, a reminder each day that your well-being is worth investing in. And as countless studies confirm, regular movement, mindful breathing, and hydration all combine to keep your blood moving freely, your lungs resilient, and your spirits lifted. It's a trio of habits that not only reduce the risk of pulmonary embolism but also support heart health, mental clarity, and emotional balance. So, as you reflect on these real-life stories, ask yourself, what's one small change you can start tomorrow morning? Maybe it's sipping water before coffee, adding a few deep breaths by the window, or enjoying a quiet stroll outside or inside if needed. And if you ever feel discouraged or think it's too late to start new habits, remember Mr. William, Ms. Ruby, and so many others who chose to start small and kept going. Every day offers a new chance to protect your lungs, support your circulation, and welcome the day with strength and hope. In our next segment, we'll break down more morning strategies for staying motivated and making these healthy rituals joyful, lasting part of your routine. So stay with me, your healthiest mornings are still ahead. As we journey deeper into the world of morning wellness, it's important to pause and reflect on something that affects us all: motivation. You see, even the best health tips and routines can fall by the wayside if we don't feel inspired, supported, or encouraged along the way. It's easy to set goals when you're feeling good, but what about those mornings when energy is low or life feels a little overwhelming? First, let's acknowledge that every morning is different, and that's perfectly normal. Some days, you'll wake up refreshed, ready to step outside or try a new stretch. Other days, aches and worries may tempt you to stay in bed. The secret isn't about being perfect, it's about building habits that gently carry you forward. No matter what the day brings, one helpful way to stay consistent is to anchor your new habits to something you already do. For example, if you always brush your teeth after waking up, use that moment as a reminder. Now it's time for my stretches and a glass of water. By connecting new actions to old routines, you make them a natural part of your morning, not an extra chore. But let's go further. Why not make your rituals enjoyable? Put on your favorite music as you do your ankle pumps or stretches. Open a window to feel the morning breeze. If you like, keep a journal by your bedside to jot down 3 things you're grateful for each morning, no matter how simple: a warm blanket, a phone call from a friend, a good cup of tea, and if you live with family, invite them to join you. Gentle movement and healthy mornings aren't just for seniors, they're for everyone, young or old. A stroll with a grandchild or a loved one can bring laughter and create beautiful memories, all while keeping your lungs and heart healthy. If you live alone, consider calling a friend after your morning walk or even sharing a quick video call. To celebrate your progress, remember, wellness grows stronger when shared. Now, let's talk about those days when it feels extra hard. Maybe the weather isn't great, or maybe you just feel tired. It's okay. On days like this, tell yourself, just 5 minutes. Promise yourself a gentle start, 1 or 2 stretches, a few slow, deep breaths, a glass of water. Often, you'll find that once you begin, you'll want to keep going. But even if you don't, those few minutes are still a victory. Every small action counts. And for those who feel discouraged by setbacks, maybe you missed a day, or your pain flared up, remember, health is a journey, not a race. Progress is rarely a straight line, but every step forward makes your body and mind stronger. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate the wins, no matter how tiny. Even the act of listening to this video and learning about wellness is a step in the right direction. Another powerful motivator is to remind yourself why you started. Is it for more energy to play with your grandkids, to travel, garden, or simply move around the house with ease? Picture those goals each morning. Let them fuel your intention, turning each habit into an act of self-care and love. Lastly, keep it fresh. As your strength and confidence grow, add a new stretch. Increase your morning walk by a few steps, or try a fun balance exercise. Change up your routine so it feels less like a prescription and more like an adventure you look forward to each day. So as we continue our journey, remember, your mornings are yours to shape. Start small, stay curious, and let each day be a new opportunity to invest in your health and happiness. And as you keep moving forward, know that you are building a powerful shield not only against pulmonary embolism, but for a life of greater freedom, independence, and joy. In our next segment, we'll explore how these habits protect your body. Behind the scenes, using science to understand why each step you take truly matters. Stay with me. Your path to wellness is unfolding, one simple morning at a time. Let's take a closer look at what's actually happening inside your body as you commit to these small, consistent morning habits. Sometimes, understanding the why behind what we do gives us even more motivation to stick with our new routines. 2. Begin. Imagine your body as a remarkable machine, one that over the years has faithfully supported you through every challenge and every joy. But like all finely tuned machines, our bodies need regular care and gentle attention, especially as we age. One of the most powerful ways to care for this amazing system is through movement. Why? Because every time you stretch, walk, or simply get out of bed and move your body, you're jump-starting important processes that keep you healthy. When you stand up and take those first steps of the day, your muscles contract, which in turn helps your veins push blood back up to your heart and lungs. This natural pump supports good circulation, which is vital in preventing complications like pulmonary embolism. But it's not just about moving for movement's sake. It's a simple act of stretching or taking a brisk walk also wakes up your body's metabolism, signaling to your organs that it's time to get going. Your heart beats a little stronger, your lungs expand more deeply, and oxygen flows to your brain, boosting your mood and mental clarity. You might notice that after even a short walk, your mind feels clearer and your body lighter. That's your body's way of saying thank you for caring for it. Another fascinating aspect of these habits is their effect on your blood vessels themselves. Regular movement and hydration help your blood stay at the right consistency, not too thick, not too thin, making it easier for your heart to do its job. This is especially important for seniors, whose circulation may naturally slow down over time. When your blood flows smoothly, it's less likely to stagnate, which is a key factor in preventing pulmonary embolism. And let's not forget about the power of breathing. Each time you take a deep, conscious breath, whether during a gentle stretch or a morning meditation, you're not just filling your lungs with air. You're sending a calming signal to your nervous system, reducing stress hormones that can worsen inflammation or raise your blood pressure. Over time, these small moments of mindfulness can lower your risk of complications and make your mornings feel more peaceful and centered. But perhaps the most beautiful benefit of all is how these rituals connect you with your own sense of purpose. When you choose to begin your day with healthy habits, you're making a promise to yourself, a promise that you are worthy of care and that each new day is a gift. This mindset not only supports physical health, but also builds emotional resilience and hope, both of which are proven to improve long-term wellness and happiness. And if you ever feel like these little changes aren't making a difference, remember, even science says otherwise. Numerous studies show that just 10 to 20 minutes of daily movement can dramatically lower the risk of serious health problems for people over 60. That means every step, every glass of water, every gentle stretch is adding up in ways you might not see immediately, but that your body deeply appreciates. So as you embrace these morning rituals, know that you're not just following a routine, you're fueling your body, protecting your independence, and sending a message of self-love that ripples through every cell. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Every sunrise offers a new chance to move forward on your journey to wellness, one mindful step at a time. In the next segment, we'll explore how to overcome common obstacles like fatigue, low motivation, or the unexpected curveballs that life throws our way so you can keep your healthy habits going strong, no matter what. Now, while the idea of morning rituals sounds wonderful in theory, let's be honest, real life sometimes throws obstacles our way. Maybe you wake up feeling tired, or the weather is gloomy. Or there's just that little voice in your head saying, "Today's not the day." If you've ever felt that way, you're certainly not alone. The key to lasting change is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent and kind to yourself as you build these new habits. First, let's talk about motivation. On days when you just don't feel like getting up and moving, remember why you started. Remind yourself that every small action, no matter how simple, is a step toward a healthier, more vibrant you. It might help to put a positive reminder by your bedside, maybe a note that says, "Today is another chance to care for myself." Or even a picture of a loved one you want to stay strong for. These little nudges can make a big difference, especially in the quiet moments before your day begins. But what about days when your body simply doesn't want to cooperate? Maybe your joints feel stiff or old aches flare up. In those moments, it's important to listen to your body and respect your limits. Instead of pushing through pain, try adapting your ritual. If a brisk walk isn't possible, can you do some? Gentle stretches from your chair or bed. Even moving your arms and taking a few deep breaths counts. The goal isn't intensity, it's consistency and compassion. Another common barrier is time. It's easy to feel rushed in the morning, especially if you have appointments, grandchildren to care for, or a long list of tasks. Here's the good news. Your wellness ritual doesn't have to take an hour. Even 5 or 10 minutes is enough to set a positive tone for your whole day. You might start with just 3 minutes of gentle movement, a glass of water, and a moment of gratitude. As you get comfortable, you can add more, but never underestimate the power of a small beginning. Now, let's consider the environment. Sometimes, our surroundings make it difficult to stick with healthy habits. Maybe your home is a little cluttered, or you live in an apartment with limited space. Don't let that stop you. You can create a tiny wellness corner, even just a chair by a sunny window or a spot on your balcony. Keep a water bottle, a favorite book, or a calming object nearby as a signal that this is your special space to nurture yourself. Even if just for a moment, support is another powerful tool. If you struggle to stay motivated on your own, reach out to a friend, neighbor, or family member and invite them to join you either in person or with a quick phone call to check in. Sharing your goals and progress with others not only keeps you accountable, but also makes the journey feel less lonely and a lot more joyful. Sometimes, a simple good morning, ready for our walk message can turn your whole day around. And finally, celebrate your progress. Too often, we focus on what we didn't do rather than what we achieved. Every time you stick with your ritual, no matter how small, take a moment to recognize your effort. Celebrate the days you felt energized, but also give yourself credit for the days you showed up despite the challenges. It's these moments of self-kindness that help build habits that last a lifetime. Remember, the path to wellness is not a straight line. There will be good days and tough days, but every day you choose to move, breathe, and care for yourself is a victory worth celebrating. Your morning ritual is not just about physical health. It's a statement that your well-being matters, at any age, in any circumstance. In our final segment, we'll bring everything together, summarizing the most important points and sharing practical tips to keep your morning wellness journey going strong for years to come. Stay with me. You're doing something truly wonderful for yourself. So as we draw closer to the end of our time together today, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Why does all this matter? Why focus so much on what happens in those first moments after we open our eyes each morning? The truth is, the habits we nurture in the early hours of the day can ripple outwards, shaping the way we think, move, and feel, often in ways we never imagined. Picture this. You wake up tomorrow, sunlight peeking through your window. Maybe you start by taking a few deep, steady breaths, letting your body wake up gently. You reach for that glass of water you placed by your bedside last night, a simple sip, but a small act of self-care that's already setting a healthier tone. Perhaps you stand and stretch, loosening your joints, maybe circling your arms or rolling your shoulders, paying attention to how your body feels and what it needs as you move. You remind yourself, I'm not just going through the motions. I'm taking real positive steps to protect myself from the dangers that too often come with age. Pulmonary embolism might be an intimidating name, but it's no match for the strength you build with daily movement and mindful rituals. You might decide to take a short stroll around the living room or down the block, knowing that each step sends a message to your body. I'm here, I'm active. One, choose wellness today. But even beyond these physical steps, there's a powerful mental transformation happening too. With each new habit, you're not just caring for your body. You're sending yourself a message of hope and purpose. You're choosing to believe that your health is worth investing in, that every morning is a new chance to make things a little brighter, little stronger. And don't forget, none of this has to be done alone. Maybe you share your new routine with a spouse, a friend, or even a grandchild. Maybe you inspire others in your community, showing them that wellness isn't out of reach, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated. These rituals can become moments of connection, little daily traditions that remind you and those you love that taking care of ourselves is a gift we all deserve. Of course, there will be mornings when you feel tired or discouraged. That's normal, and it's part of being human. On those days, remember that even the smallest effort counts. Maybe it's just sitting quietly for a moment, stretching your fingers and toes, or whispering a kind word to yourself. Progress is built on patience and compassion, and every gentle action is a victory in its own right. As you make these rituals a part of your life, pay attention to the changes not just in your body, but in your mood, your energy, and your outlook. Notice how a little movement can brighten your day, how a calm moment can set the stage for better decisions, how each morning becomes a new opportunity to live with intention. So, before we close, let's take a final moment to reflect. Your journey to better health doesn't require dramatic leaps or impossible standards. It's the steady accumulation of simple, thoughtful actions, one step, one breath, one smile at a time. It's about listening to your body, caring for your mind, and holding on to the belief that you are always capable of change. Thank you for letting me walk beside you today. By choosing to embrace these morning rituals, you're not only protecting yourself against serious risks like pulmonary embolism, but you're also reclaiming a sense of agency and joy that will carry you through each day ahead. Let this be your reminder. It's never too late to begin, and you're never alone on this path. Stay with me now as we close with a few parting words to carry you forward. Because every sunrise brings new hope, and every new day is a promise waiting to be fulfilled. As we gently bring this morning's journey to a close, I want you to pause for a moment. Just breathe in and let it out slowly. Think about the day ahead, about all the small choices waiting for you, each one offering a quiet invitation to invest in your health and happiness. You might not realize it yet, but every tiny act of self-care, every glass of water, every mindful stretch, every slow, steady step across your living room is a powerful promise to your future self. Maybe you're still feeling uncertain, or perhaps even a little overwhelmed. That's absolutely okay. Change takes time. Building new rituals doesn't happen overnight. But what matters most is the willingness to begin, to wake up each day with a bit more curiosity about how you move, what you eat, how you treat yourself. It's not about being perfect or never having an off day. It's about showing up over and over with gentle determination, and perhaps, as you reflect, you'll realize you've learned more than just the science behind pulmonary embolism or the importance of morning routines. You've learned how powerful it can be to simply notice your body and honor its needs, to listen for the little messages it sends, to respond with compassion instead of criticism. Because as we age, what we truly need isn't a list of rules. It's a sense of agency, of belonging, of being seen and heard. If you found something meaningful in today's conversation, I encourage you to share it. Maybe pass it on to a friend or family member who could use a gentle nudge to take better care of themselves. Or perhaps you'll start a new ritual together, walking side by side, exchanging stories, encouraging one another. These small, shared moments can ripple outward, building a web of wellness that reaches far beyond your own home. Remember, the journey to protect yourself from pulmonary embolism or to simply live with more vitality doesn't have to be lonely. There is strength in community in knowing that somewhere out there, others are making the same small efforts, facing the same challenges, celebrating the same small victories. Let yourself lean on that sense of togetherness, even if you're mourning. Walks or gentle stretches are done in quiet solitude. I also want to remind you, if you ever feel unsure or notice symptoms that concern you, don't hesitate to reach out for help. Whether it's calling your doctor, talking to a loved one, or just asking a question, never underestimate the importance of your own health. You are worth the attention. Your story matters. And now, as we look to the rest of the day, try to carry this gentle energy with you. Let it infuse your steps, your choices, your conversations. Be patient with yourself if you miss a day, or if your energy dips. Just come back to your routine whenever you're ready, knowing that every new sunrise is another opportunity to start fresh. Before you go, this video brought you comfort, encouragement, or even just a spark of hope. I'd be honored if you'd share it with someone you care about. Tap the like button, subscribe to join our growing circle of wellness, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new story, tip, or gentle reminder. And if you'd like, leave a comment below. Tell us about your own morning ritual, or share how you're choosing to walk toward wellness. You never know who you might inspire. Thank you for spending this precious time with me today. It's been a privilege to share these moments, these ideas, and this journey with you. Your health is your gift, your legacy, and your right. Keep moving forward with curiosity, with courage, and with kindness toward yourself. Wishing you peaceful mornings, strong steps, and a heart full of hope today and every day. Until we meet again, stay well, stay connected, and remember, your next healthy habit is just a single step away.